Okay, hello my people. How you guys doing? Hello, is the echo gone now? Okay, I hear that the echo is gone. Okay, so sorry about that. We're talking about the COVID-19 update in Nigeria. So what you have up there, that is as at the 8th of March 2020. This is the report from the NCDC, which is the Nigerian Center for Disease Control. That is where things stand right now, and we'll always give you guys update. That's what we plan to do. We'll give you guys update as we go along to make sure that you guys know what is going on. If you're not able, but if not, I advise you to just to your go to their site, and you'll be able to follow up with exactly what is going on. All right, that's what you guys need to do. But we'll just do that for you guys every time we come on. That is what we plan to do. These are some of the things that we'll be doing to make sure that you guys know what is going on. All right, so moving on. The next thing I want to talk about is what goes on in our country, Nigeria, now. Okay, so when I say what goes on in our country now, you know, we are so good. We are so good at drinking Panadol that are our problem. There's a video that someone sent to me. I don't know if you guys saw that video. Okay, I'm gonna try to pull it up. Nigeria went viral. And what is this video saying? I'm gonna let you guys see what the video is saying. Okay, let me just put it on and let you
My
guys see.
fellow Nigerians, this is what is going on in Lagos State. Here in Lagos, they have started laying the 5G pipes in Lagos. This is Lagos. These are the 5G pipes.
People are indoors.
Why people are indoor? They are busy laying it. I just asked one of the diggers now. He's telling me that it's Airtel, and that they just finised out of MTN last week. That they have gone all around Lagos. They have laid the 5G. The next thing now they will mount the antenna, and as soon as they on their dead switch, the Nigerians will start dying for just no reason. Look at, they are digging. They are laying the pipe all over Lagos. They are laying the pipes. These people are doing it ignorantly. They don't know what they are doing. Yes, Lagos.
That's why we are locked inside. We won't question.
That is why they lock everybody indoor.
So it won't cause traffic.
So that Nigerians will not see what they are doing. And one of the guy confided in us that they just finished out of MTN, and that this is the one of Airtel. This is the one of Airtel. This is the 5G digging grounds in Lagos, everywhere, all over Nigerians. That is why Bill Gates said Africans will die more.
Especially Nigeria.
Especially Nigeria. Specifically, he mentioned
Nigeria when it was.
You understand? So that when they are through with this thing, in the next one, this is the project. They say project on that.
I'm gonna pause the video now and then talk about it. So, in Nigeria, please, let me beg you, especially my uncle that sent me this video. He sent me this video and he was crying. He said, "Oh my God, oh, doctor, they have laid 5G in Nigeria. That means everybody's going to die. Everybody's going to die." I told him, nobody is going to die. What do you even know about 5G? 5G technology, you're worried about 5G technology in Nigeria when you have not even developed your 4G. I remember when I was in Enugu and I was complaining to, is it Glow? It was Glow. I was complaining to them that, come on, this thing I bought from you, this internet device I bought from you guys, is supposed to have 4G in it. They say, Oga, it has 4G. I said, no, I can't receive it from my hotel. They say, go around the government house. Go around the government house, that's where you receive the 4G. I said, what? But anyways, we're not done with 4G, and we are worrying ahead about 5G. Anyway, the federal government, NCC, already released a report saying that, please, so guys, there is no 5G installation that is going on in Nigeria. Nobody's laying down any 5G pipes in Nigeria. And please, 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 Forget about all this link that they are trying to link 5G, trying to link 5G with how, what are they doing? They try to link 5G with the coronavirus thing, and I'm wondering, how can you be saying that? How can you be linking 5G with coronavirus? I've seen so many videos. Some people will say, yes, you know that 5G is you know that 5G is connected to coronavirus. That it is the radiation that people get from 5G that causes coronavirus. And I have one question that I want to ask people who think like this. Okay, I try to just paint a picture, try to create a scenario for them. For those of you and all these people who are promoters of all this conspiracy, just think with me for a while. So we all say that 5G, the radiation from 5G affects people. Okay, the signals coming from the 5G antenna touches people and affects them. But the question is, we also believe that coronavirus is transmitted through body fluids, through behaviors and all those kind of things. We agree. But the question is, how do you reconcile that when the first person that caught it, they caught it through waves coming out of the 5G antenna? That's what you want us to believe. Okay, if they caught it through radiation, and then when they were going to pass it to people, because that's what they say. They are saying that we have to decide on something. Either we forget completely the ideology that the coronavirus is transmitted from person to person through body fluids, or we say that it is transmitted through the 5G antenna. And a lot of them said, if you look at Germany, if you look at this country, if you look at the other country, the Israel, they don't have any coronavirus cases. Well, go and check. When they said those things, when they made those videos, there hadn't been cases in those places. But go and look now, all over the world, they have cases in every country. Places where they don't have 5G, even in Nigeria, where they don't have 5G, we have corona cases. So please, let me show you people another thing before we continue. You see this thing? This one is small bits of garlic and my wife bought. You see this one? This one is ginger, big ginger. I'll show you some more. See this one? See carrot, I'm sure by now you know where I'm going to. You see this one? Lemon. I've been lying. All of us, I have a confession to make. All of us, including myself, we told you people that these things can. No, I never said me. I wasn't part of the people. I wasn't one of those ones that said it will cure you of coronavirus. No, it will not cure you of coronavirus. But please, don't ever go and say that you heard that all of these things that I showed you now can cure the coronavirus disease. It will not. It will not cure coronavirus. I beg. The only way that you can help yourself with coronavirus is by washing your hands, is by maintaining that social distance. I see videos in Nigeria where people say, I think we have been helping to spread that disease and we have been raising this alarm, but people are not listening. I'm telling you people, it is going to be very, very, very disastrous if this thing, if what we are suspecting happens in Nigeria. It's going to be very disastrous. I see people sharing food and they are not maintaining that social distance and they are jumping on top of each other and they are not even minding. If this thing explodes, we're going to be sorry for it. So please, my people, forget all those things we told you about herbs. And herbs will do for you whatever they will do. They will help you to boost your immune system, just like food, just like so many other things, just like staying in the sun. All those regular things, we implore you to do it. But to do it thinking that that will save you from coronavirus, that one, whoever tells you that, does not like you. And so please hear from me that it is not the cure for coronavirus. Officially, from the World Health Organization, from everybody who should know, the official position is that there is no cure for coronavirus. Listen to me, there is no cure for coronavirus. So don't go there and try to do anything that will make it look like there is no cure for coronavirus. So I beg, don't even try that. There is no cure for coronavirus. All right, moving on. I'm going to tell you people a little bit about this 5G and the way it works, because I think if some of us understand the way it works, it will help us to know how to go about things. So that's what we're going to try to do, and then maybe in explaining how it works, some people will will kind of relax and stop bugging themselves about whether they are digging and laying pipes in Nigeria for coronavirus. No, not for coronavirus, for 5G. All right, guys. So let's bring this back up, and then we can talk about. We're still talking about the 5G conspiracy and this COVID-19. One thing I can tell you, you can take it to the bank. Don't tell me that, Chidi, well, how about tomorrow if you discover? Okay, if tomorrow we discover, but the research that we have done in worship media, contacting people who should know and reading far and wide about this thing, I can conclusively tell you that the 5G telecom network does not cause coronavirus. It is not what caused coronavirus. In fact, in US, the government has clearly even said it so that people will not be confused. The government has said clearly that, look, it is not this thing that causes coronavirus. So people should be aware. Actually, I want you guys to know. I'm going to show you very soon, so you see that the government has also agreed that it does not cause. It is not the cause of coronavirus. All right, but let me tell you a little bit about the origin of this 5G. I say G5. So 5G was actually a company, Hawaii. You guys know, is it Huawei or Hawaii? When they started with their phones, everybody was laughing at them, thinking that, oh, this phone is not a great phone. But later we had to find out that these guys were up to something. They were the ones that developed this 5G technology, and with the backing of the Chinese government, they were able to develop this technology ahead of United States, ahead of Canada. But what is happening now is that United States is in a trade war with China. So they are doing everything to discredit this Huawei company. They say that when you buy the Huawei phone, they will not allow you to have Google on it. I think they said whether they will not allow you to have Facebook on it. So clearly what you're seeing is a trade war. That's exactly what it is. The 5G network is just like the 4G. It is actually lower in frequency than the 4G. The 4G is able to penetrate into your skin more than the 5G. So that's why they need to mount more antennas to be able to retransmit the 5G the 5G signals and to be able to use the 5G technology. But you know what? I'm gonna do something. Let's leave this technology thing a little bit. Just hear from me that it is not what causes coronavirus. That is the main thing that I wanted you guys to hear. So if you don't hear any other thing that I said today, just hear me say clearly to you that it is not 5G that is responsible for coronavirus. If anybody is looking for what is responsible for coronavirus, they should go and look elsewhere. It is not. It is not this 5G. Let's quickly talk about other things. Today is our first day after a couple of weeks. But let's go and talk about how China is trying to eject our brothers and sisters from China. Okay, it's a very sad news. It is not something that we are happy about, but we saw the news on Sahara Reporters, and I'm just gonna go to Sahara Reporters and show you guys what news we have from there, and I'll also show you videos so you see what our brothers and sisters are going through in China. Very, very unfortunate and very terrible that the Chinese government will resort to something like that. So I'm going to show you. This is from directly from Sahara Reporters page. What I'm going to show you guys is from Sahara Reporters page. It will show the letter, because a lot of people were like, "Are you sure?" You know how we like to argue. We like to say, "Did you see it? Are you sure that the Chinese government even did what you're saying that they did?" Well, check this out. This is a letter that the Chinese government sent around. I mean, you cannot even believe that they would actually send this letter. Now, if you go close, if you read, you see where it says that emergency notice. Now, foreigners are forbidden to enter the community, especially black people. Please contact the owners who rent to black people as soon as possible and ask them to leave the community. Thank you for your cooperation. This is something that is pasted in something like a condominium or in a place where people live. Can you imagine if you are a Nigerian and you're living in this kind of place and you see this kind of letter? What are you going to do? Now let's look at another letter, and you see this one is clearer. I'm not going to try to read the beginning of the letter, but it says from 15:00 hours, which is 3 p.m. today, April 5th, that's 3 days ago, to April 7th, which was yesterday, according to the relevant government department, the streets will organize African tenants within their jurisdiction to carry out nucleic acid screening at designated sites, open space in front of the neighborhood committee. Owners, residents are requested to know and inform their families. The reason why they said they will carry out this acid screening, spraying and all of those things, is just to be able to bring people out. They want people to come out, and your guess is as good as mine. And they did do this, and people came out. At first, it looked like they were not going to carry out their threat of flushing out Nigerians and everybody, but not until we started seeing videos coming out of China. And these videos, they will break your heart. Like, you will not believe that for real these guys went ahead and did what they said they were gonna do. But I'm gonna play this video so you just see what these guys had to face there in China. So let's look at this video, and you will see what these guys had to face there in China. And this is the same China that is all over Africa doing projects up and down. This is what they decided all of a sudden. Isn't it funny? All of a sudden, China is now saying that it is black people that brought this thing to their country. Okay, well, let's just listen. Oh, for some reason.
They are just not away. They don't even allow us to. They don't even allow us. We are just walking on the road. You see, they cannot give us house. They cannot give us hotel. They cannot provide a place we can stay. They are just following us. You see, they are just following us. They don't want us to stay one place. After we have spent 15 days in the hotel, after quarantine us for 15 days, they cannot allow us to stay one place. They didn't give us any hotel. They are still chasing us.
Anyway, if you didn't see it, you will not believe it. But there you see what our people are going through in China, because it's no longer coronavirus that it's no longer coronavirus that they are trying to deal with, but this one too, they are having to deal with it. But let me also go ahead and show you guys the story from another angle, so we get a feel. I know some of these videos are shot in Igbo, but somewhere along the line you can hear them speak English, and you for sure make out what they're saying. What's going on?
I got with two madu go on the road. I know it's video. I know it's simple madu go nobody. Nota neka miri nezo ane mind this type of thing. Neka ana gari everywhere. Sign by na miri two point no. Nota still na so kwa go. Okay for kasa chwan. No do. Okay na ho. Okay na kasa chwan. Do. Na chwan na miri ndi be haji kwa na ban. So na chwan na sign go. So badro. Ndi be haji na ban freely. Na ma no boda na medicine. Nota. Kwe na kuya na eme. Make ha sa chwan also. Ma ndi be haji na ban wa. No na ban freely. Chinese in our country. Kinota.
Chinese, Africa.
Many Chinese Africa. We no pursue Chinese. Many Chinese Africa. Chinese Africa. Do everything Africa. We no pursue Chinese. Chinese my country. Chinese Africa. Chinese my country. We don't pursue Chinese. Chinese full Africa. Chinese leave Africa. Africa no do anything. But now Chinese come here, pursue us land. Chinese Africa, everywhere Chinese. Don't worry. In Ahua, you queen Ahua name. Chinese Africa, Chinese everywhere. Look at what they are doing. Don't worry. Chinese everywhere. Chinese Africa, Chinese my country.
Chinese for my country.
Chinese for my country. Chinese leave my country. We not do Chinese anything. Chinese Africa everywhere. Chinese. Chinese my country. Chinese leave Africa. But Africa no talk. Look at rain beat us your country. Look at rain beat us. No problem. Chinese my country. You see Chinese my country key. You see Chinese they my country. Chinese Africa. Chinese the whole world. Chinese my country. Don't worry. You see. In Afua, they are the member. They Chinese you know my country. Many Chinese my country. Chinese my country. Chinese full everywhere. Don't worry. Chinese my country. Chinese none of my country. Look at what I do. Chinese.
Anyway, my people, so that is the situation. That's the situation in China. That's what we're dealing with. Unfortunately, I don't even know where to begin to put my hand in this whole matter. But it's not like I don't even know. Would you blame them for going to China to do business? This is a place that they've always been doing business. These guys have been doing business in China for years and years and years. And the same company, the same Chinese people who are in Nigeria, who disobey all kinds of rules, do all kinds of things, and they do anything they want to do in Africa, because it's not only with Nigerians that they're doing this, but the same China, it is very, very amazing that the same China will have the guts to actually be telling people to leave their country, that they are the ones that brought the disease into China. What an irony. What an irony indeed. China can tell anybody that they are the ones that brought the disease into China. Anyway, what can we say? Is this whole thing that this whole COVID-19 thing, it don't make everybody just they exhibit their madness anyhow. But what can we do? Talking about madness, when you look at the thing that is happening in the United States of America, because those of us in Canada are also affected by whatever goes on in the US. And Trump, I've tried a lot to like Trump. I've tried a lot to come to terms with some of his policies. Some of it might look good, but I'm telling you, overall, Trump has a lot of craziness in him. He has a lot of pride. He has a lot of, he's a very stubborn person. And unfortunately, this time around, his pride and his stubbornness has really made America pay a very terrible price, especially a place like New York. You see, someone like Bill Gates, we all know Bill Gates, and please let me tell you something. I already talked about the vaccination that they say is being brought to Nigeria. They want to start testing vaccines in Africa, and they want to kill Africans, blah blah blah. All that is just nonsense, just BS. I'm telling you, people. And why do I know this? And why is it that we are so much in a hurry? We are so much in a hurry to just post news. Just if you just get the news without searching, without researching, you just post it. Why do we do that? That is very, very, very wrong. Go and read very well and you understand. There's a picture that's actually circulating about a shipment of vaccines. They say it has already arrived in Nigeria. That is not true. There is no shipment that was brought from China or from anywhere as vaccines to start testing in Nigeria. No. But I cannot blame people who are talking about this kind of thing because um, when you hear from a French doctor during an interview and he makes comments about COVID-19 vaccine, I don't want to start playing the tape again because, well, we hear that this same doctor who already said in an interview, I think we have it on our channel, or you just Google online. There was this French doctor that was saying, "Hey, why don't we just test the vaccine in Africa the same way we tested it in prostitutes, the same way they tested AIDS in prostitutes?" That's what he said, and that was very, very wrong of him to have said that. He shouldn't have. He shouldn't have. Saying that was kind of very, very belittling. It made Africans look like we were guinea pigs that anybody can just come and use to do their tests. Okay, so there's this doctor, the same doctor that you guys know because the story is making rounds everywhere. Yeah, actually the update on that story is that he actually apologized. Okay, he apologized for making that statement about Africa and suggesting that Africa should be used to test the vaccine. Okay, so that is the update on that story. The doctor has apologized, and he is really, really he said that he was sorry that he actually said that. So let me go to it's on NBC News. It's on NBC News. I don't think we have a video, but let me go ahead and bring up the page so you guys can see that this guy actually apologized, but I am sure those are one of the reasons, that one of the things that fueled speculations that they were going to test vaccines in Africa, and people now started to be scared. Okay, so I'm gonna go show you guys where the news came from. It came from actually NBC News. Okay, so here we have the news. That's the news. These are the French doctor. He apologized for comments on testing a COVID-19 vaccine in Africa, prompting outrage on social media. Yes, that outrage was it was right. It was right for people to have expressed outrage, and I think he did the right thing to also apologize. But beyond apology, we're going to ask that people, especially our corrupt governments in Africa, they should shine their eyes well and not just allow for these vaccines. I mean, there's nothing wrong in trying vaccines anywhere in the world. That is standard practice. They have to try it on human beings after they have tried them on animals and all those kind of things. And especially sometimes truth is bitter. We don't have any infrastructure, any health infrastructure in Africa. I'm not talking about we don't have advanced, but we have absolutely nothing. It's like 1.1% in Africa and in Nigeria especially. So if you really want a place that you should be worried about and you should be concerned about making sure that there's a vaccine before it gets to the people, it should be a place like Nigeria. You don't want us to be experiencing what is happening in America. We can't even, if this thing hits us like in America, and now remember, we know that it is not only a disease that kills, or an illness that kills white people as people wrongly believed. No, it kills white, black, whatever, green, whatever color that you think you are. This illness can kill you, and so it is not something that people should be joking with. It is something people should take extra serious. So if anybody really thinks that they can joke with that illness, I think they are playing, and they are they are playing with fire, literally. Let me just say that they are playing with fire, and they shouldn't do that at all. It is not. It is very wrong of them to do it. Anyway, so the doctor apologized, and that is it about that case. And we'll keep you guys posted if we hear anything about the vaccines. But as we speak, all of the stories about vaccines being discovered in French, being discovered in Israel, and all over the world. Even some pastors have said this, some celebrities have said this. Everybody has just joined in saying one thing or the other that they don't know. It is all a lie, okay? So please, let's desist from spreading these lies. Let's do a little bit of investigation. When we investigate, it helps us to know where these things, the truth about the news that we hear. All right. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about the COVID-19 itself and how it started. Why is it important that we talk about this? It is important we talk about this because I think a lot of us have forgotten. And if we remind you of the origin of the COVID-19, maybe, just maybe, it will help you to deal with all the controversies surrounding this COVID-19, and maybe we'll stop all the speculation. Okay. Anyways, so let's talk a little bit about the COVID-19 and how did it start. All right. To help us do this, let me go and pick up something for you guys. And that is how this COVID-19 started. Oh, I have it somewhere here. Okay. All right, guys. Anyway, one thing for sure, we know it started in Wuhan, China, and through scientific experiments and data, they've proven that it started in China. And basically, what I wanted you guys to know is that it didn't start from. I think we've talked about that before, but I wanted to give you guys a little background based on science, and that's just to support the argument that people keep putting forward, trying to guess whether it came from here and it came from there. And that between China and America, they've been trading blames about where this COVID-19 came from. Well, actually, you know what? There is this thing from the government, from the U.S. government about COVID-19. Let me just pick it and then we can look at it together. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. So, yeah, here it is. I have it here, and it's actually on my WhatsApp. Erica had sent this to me, but it's very, very good information that I think everybody who is still arguing, because you'll be surprised that people still argue about the origin of this virus that we're talking about. So let me just go ahead and show you. I'm sure if I show you, you will you will feel much better. Yeah, there we go. Just wanted to capture that. So it says that US intelligence, and this is from the US government, this is not just from anybody. The same US people who are actually arguing about the origin of this disease, this is what they think. And maybe if we blow this up, it might be actually better. Let's blow this up, and we will be able to look at it better instead of just looking at it from what they sent to me. And WhatsApp. Okay. All right. So there we go. This is actually where we got it from, online. This is where we get it from, online. And what it says is yeah, guys, you can tell we're a little bit rusty, just trying to get back after weeks and weeks of that's the effect of being at home from the coronavirus. Okay, so how did COVID-19 begin? Its initial origin story is very, very shaky, but let's see. It says that the story of how the novel coronavirus emerged in Wuhan has produced a nasty propaganda battle between the United States and China. The two sides have traded some of the sharpest charges made between two nations since the Soviet Union in 1985 falsely accused the CIA of manufacturing AIDS. So you can see this thing didn't start today. These countries have always found a way to accuse each other of one thing or the other. So it's not a today's news. Okay, they're always accusing each other of can you imagine that Soviet Union had accused US that they were the ones that that invented HIV. I didn't hear about that story till today when we were preparing to come to you guys. But that's just to show you that it's not everything you read that you can take hook, line, and sinker. You need to do a little bit more investigation. And well, if you're not able to do that, that's what we're here to do for you guys. So we will always dig, behind the stories to try to find out the real thing that happened and report it to you guys. So that's about it. It started in China, and we're gonna leave it there. Maybe we'll do another program some other time and try to dwell on it. But let me quickly touch on one or two pieces of news before we round up, because this is something that really I'm interested in. I'm concerned about it. Some of the stories surrounding it, we're still investigating, and if we find out, we will let you know. Okay. You guys know that recently the government of Nigeria, actually in Lagos State, they arrested Funke Akindele. Well, you see, the funny thing is, I admire Funke because she's a very hardworking lady. I like people who work hard, because we too, we work very hard, to do what we do. So anybody that works hard for their money, they always have my respect. And so I've always liked her. We watch her movies, and you've seen her climb from nothing to something, and so because of that, we have a lot of respect for her. Am I in support of her having the party that she held in Lagos, even when they had the lockdown thing and when people were not supposed to gather in certain numbers? No, I do not support that. But if you look at when they were even brought to court, there were photographers all over the place. There were journalists. They were not observing the mandated social distance. The gathering in court was obviously more than the gathering amongst the people that you are convicting for committing a crime. So we cannot be committing a crime where we are trying to solve that crime. Well, I heard that she and her husband were convicted and they have been fined 200,000 naira, and they are also to do community service for 14 days. I hear they started it. And I also heard that people like what's his name, Mali, and another chieftain of PDP was also let they were let free because they were also charged to court. So they charged Mali to court and they charged this PDP chieftain to court, but then they later dropped the charges because they agreed that they were going to apologize to the government of Lagos State and write a letter of apology to the president of Nigeria. So based on that, they were let free. Okay, so that's the update about that Funke Akindele's and Hobby's arrest. We are hearing through the grapevine, we have not confirmed it, that Adams Oshomole, who is the chairman of the APC, also held a party before this lady's party. That's what we heard, and we're just going to leave it there. But somebody that we all know very well took to social media to kind of yab Nigerians. He was of course pissed off that Nigerians, or that the government actually did arrest and prosecute this lady and her husband. But you guys know him very well, famous Nigerian artist Burna Boy. Burna Boy went on to yab Nigerians. He did a video, but before I put up the video, I know a lot of you don't even know who we're talking about. So this is this lady we're talking about. This is Funke and her husband. Beautiful couple. I like them. They're very hardworking. But when you break the law, you break the law. But in also trying to bring people to book, you have to make sure that you do not commit another crime on these people, and that's what it looks like the government did in Lagos State. So I think the government should try to make sure that they are fair in the way they are going about this trying to bring these people to book. So let us see what Burna Boy had to do. But before that, let me show you guys the party that caused all this wahala. I'm just gonna play video. We're not gonna play the audio because when we play the audio, we normally get in trouble. So we're not gonna play the audio. These guys. Please bear with us because for copyright, because of copyright issues, I'm not gonna play the audio. I'm just gonna show you guys the video. Let me bring it up so you can all see the people, and you see how close they were. So clearly they were in contravention of what the government of Lagos State had already put out there, saying that people should not congregate in the number as we saw, in that video. So clearly they contravened, and they should not do what they did. So anyway, there you see it. They were all jollificating and having fun until the government came and said, no, you people should not be doing that. Anyways, that is it for those people. But someone that you guys know very well, like I told you guys, Burna Boy, he went ahead and he made a comment on the social media handles, and I'm gonna play it. That one, there's no music behind it, so it's safe for us to just play it. I'm gonna play it for you guys. Just hold on 1 second, and I'm gonna pull it up and play it for you. Oh yeah, so there you go. It says Burna Boy has a message for Nigerians and blah blah blah. You can read that. Let me just go ahead and play it for you. There.
You see the new one. Akata General Office don't catch fire. Finance Office don't catch fire. I don't know. You see how they don't disburse funds. Fire don't catch. Yes, sir. But everything will happen for Nigeria. Nigerians deserve them. Yeah. I talk am so. And I deserve them because to say we the youths or you now we did this Twitter and whatever, if you use that same energy, we will use the tweets NCDC have been waiting that thing. They tweet them, say make them go arrest Funka Akindele, make them do this one, this thing because she did her house once. Make you use that same energy we will not use. Say make innocent woman we be say she dey work for her money, she dey do wetin she guys do to feed her family. Yeah, Beji. Una say make them go arrest. Now she has lost her all her endorsement the way she feel. Make una use that same energy. Tackle una politicians. We don't make una the people that you people have learned to love and embrace. You now they love them, they hate them. Now them they thief your money. Now them they use the public. We will be say everything we will get. Now sweat we use they get them. Nigerians hate that one.
Anyways,
make una use that energy. If not, una go so far. No worry. This is the beginning. And the finance office don't burn down now. Money don't share. Make una.
Yeah, don't talk your own. All right, guys. We're almost rounding up. But I don't know if you guys heard what happened. That a helicopter, an aircraft actually came into the airspace in Port Harcourt, and whether they were not detected before the aircraft came in, I don't understand. But at the end of the day, this aircraft was able to come in with passengers, and once these guys came out of the plane, here is a helicopter. As soon as they came out of this helicopter, everybody just ran away. Everybody, like literally, everybody disappeared. This is not even literally. They disappeared. Can you imagine? In Nigeria. So you're wondering if that kind of thing can happen, then are we not in trouble? I thought it was a joke, but later on we found out that it was true. And this one is called from Worship Media website. If you go to our website, you would see that Governor Wike actually got very angry, and he had to go and confront this company. They're called Caverton Helicopters. Caverton Helicopters. He went to them and he was very, very pissed off at them. I think that was good of him. I mean, it doesn't make sense. I mean, you see, the problem in Nigeria is that most of this coronavirus is being spread by the, let me use the word elites. It's not even elites that are, but you know, in Nigeria and others, we like to give big names to things. So we like to say it's the elites. Okay. So since they started calling them, saying it's the elites, let me also say it's the elites. What I mean is that it's the big men. They are not elites. They are just big men, very indisciplined big men. Okay, people who are not smart. Because if you are smart, you would know that you spreading this virus amongst people because you refuse to get tested is an act of wickedness. This virus, we knew when it entered into Nigeria, we knew the source. It did not start from the village. It started from the up down. The same people that lord hardship on the citizens of Nigeria, the same people went to bring that coronavirus, and they're spreading it because of their indiscipline, because of corruption, because of their wickedness, because of their ignorance. Because sometimes it's just sheer ignorance. You spread it about. So I heard that Governor Wike stormed Caverton Helicopters office over violation of movement restriction. Not only that one, he just called it movement restriction. Anyway, he demanded that Caverton's pilots be interrogated on why they flew passengers into the state. Oh yeah. Wike also asked Caverton to produce all passengers they brought into the state. That's what a governor should do. It was gathered that Caverton flew passengers into the state in spite of the border closure order by the Rivers government. So there you go. They did not do well at all. They didn't do well. One last thing before we go. Okay, one last thing before we go. Very, very important. Because this is the same thing that has made a lot of people lose their lives. This is the same issue that has made a lot of us continue to be careless in Nigeria. Now, we started this propaganda. We started saying that coronavirus does not kill black people, black people's blood. Even some pastors said they saw it in a vision, and all kinds of things. Some people who claim to be educated said they read it from here and there, and you know, because of that, it has caused a very, very great problem in the US. What am I talking about? I'm talking about that in US now, as we speak to you, coronavirus is killing black people more than it is killing white people. Yes, I'm telling you. In the past, when we try to defend people against racism, but when you hear that this disease is killing black people more than white people now, you wonder why. And a lot of people are going to hate what I'm going to say. Of course, we know that one of the reasons why black people are dying from this illness more than white people is because black people are in the front lines. Okay, black people are the nurses, black people are the doctors, black people are the ones that, not that it's only them, but a greater percentage of them do these things, and because of that they are exposed to to they're exposed to this coronavirus more than white people. But you see, it's not just because of that. I'll tell you one thing. When this whole thing started, when this pandemic started, this coronavirus pandemic, a lot of people kept claiming, they did videos, people were excited, they were saying that this disease is not for black people. This black blood is strong. Black blood corona cannot survive in the blood of a black man. I'm telling you, we were screaming that time. We were screaming. We're saying, these people don't know what they are talking about. But I guess nobody listened. Nobody did what? Nobody listened. Now, I'm going to show you something that will shock you. I'm going to show you a graph that represents how people have been faring. That's by race. A graph that is based on race, so that you see how many black people are dying. When I show you this, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about it. But let me try to pull up that graph. Let me try to pull up this graph. This graph will show you. It will show you how many the statistics of black people to let me just say black people to white people, because maybe when you see that statistics it will make you understand what we're talking about. I just put this off and I'll come back here and show you. So that's it here. This is the statistics of this illness. This one is not that you're guessing. This is based on statistics right now, what is happening in America, and then we will talk about Nigeria, because it said, those initial times, and please forgive me that I'm touching my mouth, scratching I'm in my own house, so I used everything. I washed my hands, I've done everything. Of course I should try as much as possible not to touch my mouth and my face and everything, but I've not been able to go anywhere. I didn't go outside, I didn't meet with anybody, so I can relatively say that it is safe. Now look at this graph and see what we're talking about. You see, with this graph, it is in Louisiana. You see, the dark blue represents black people, the light blue represents white people or people of other races. In Louisiana, you see 407 to 167. In Michigan, 21.6. That's 298 to 203. And so when you see like 203 people in Michigan, you're like, it's very close now. No, it's not close. It is compared to the total number of people in that place. Okay, that's what they mean. Look at North Carolina, and the same thing in New York, the same thing in other states in America. It is killing black people. And I told you, one of the main reasons is because black people are out there in the front line. They are doing the police work, they're doing the nurse work, they are most of the health workers, they are the health workers. Okay, so it's understandable that they are more exposed to this thing. But shouldn't that be the more reason why black people should take this thing more seriously than every other person? But I remember, like I said before, when at the beginning of this whole pandemic, people were posting videos and they were saying, oh, this thing cannot survive in the blood of a black man. No, 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 no. It's not true. It kills black people. It does not discriminate at all. It kills black, white, Hispanic, Chinese, whatever, brown, blue, everybody kills everybody. Now, CNN says that black Americans have more existing medical issues, they have less access to health care, and are more likely to work in unstable jobs. All factors that have made the coronavirus pandemic disproportionately hurt blacks more. While everyone is susceptible to COVID-19, black Americans are at a higher risk. Surgeon General Dr. Jeremy Adams said during an appearance on CBS this morning on Tuesday. He says the racial disparity has been evident in early data on coronavirus deaths in Louisiana, Illinois, Michigan, and New Jersey. Anyway, summary of the whole thing is that this thing, they kill black people. Anybody that's been deceiving you and saying that no, this disease doesn't kill black people, oh, it doesn't survive heat, oh, is a lie. It survives cold, heat, winter, summer, anything, water, desert. It survives all of them. It kills people everywhere. Putting hot water in your mouth does not kill the disease. Eating all the garlic and onions and everything in the world does not kill coronavirus. Drinking agbo and everything, it does not cure coronavirus. Alcohol does not cure coronavirus. Putting hair, because they say heat kills it when it's in your mouth. Putting what do you call it, hair dryer, turning hair dryer on and putting it inside your mouth, it does not cure it. I beg. So just know that all of those things that we remember at the beginning, we were saying all these things, but we didn't know that it was going to get as bad as it got. So now it has killed a lot of black people. Please, please, please be very, very careful. Quickly, an update on the British Prime Minister. You guys, just to show you that the thing does not care, coronavirus does not care about anybody at all. If you can go right inside Buckingham Palace and attack Prince Charles, go right inside number 10 Downing Street, which is the British government's residence of the British Prime Minister. If you can go into that place and affect him, then you know that nobody is safe. As at the time of this report, the British Prime Minister is under oxygen. They put him under oxygen, but good news, they say he can sit up now. He can sit up on his bed, so it's like it's not as deadly as it sounded yesterday. So we're happy. We're praying for his recovery. We're praying for the recovery of everybody who is having to deal with this illness. But my people, this illness have turned people to what I don't know. I have a couple of, we're gonna end with this couple of videos. These are videos that will show you what staying at home has cost for people. They are very, very hilarious. I think you might enjoy them. So let me go ahead and play some of these videos for you, and that is what people have been doing at home. But just to open up the whole thing, maybe we should actually let me not spoil the whole thing. Let's go and start from I know what I'm going to do. Let's go and start from the one that I think you guys might like. Then we will come down and we'll see how it goes. All right, so this is my first funny video that I hope it will just help. I'm hoping that this video will help to make us forget all we're going through with this coronavirus. Okay, so I'm gonna play the video and I'm gonna hope that you guys enjoy it. Just give me 1 second, let it come to full screen, and then we will enjoy it together. I don't want to be selfish. That's why I want you guys to enjoy this video with me. So if you have patience, you're gonna enjoy the video. So just hold on, hold on, hold on. If you hold on, we're gonna enjoy the video together. I'm just gonna quickly do this.
In the beginning,
the video.
in the beginning,
Hold on, it's coming.
Yeah, in the
Listen properly.
in the beginning, yeah, in the beginning, in the beginning, in the beginning. In the beginning.
Let's do it one more time.
In the beginning. Yeah. In the
Listen properly.
in the beginning. Yeah. In the beginning. In the beginning. In the beginning. In the beginning.
So
In the
someone said
in
this
the
is what
beginning,
the
in the
schools will
beginning.
look like when we
Yeah.
come back from this coronavirus holiday. Okay, I don't know about you, but that is what we might be expecting. But one or two more videos for you as we round up, and then we would have rounded up for today. So this one is what some people are doing at home. I don't know what you are doing at home, how you're you're passing time and trying to survive this coronavirus. But for a lot of people have been, very ingenious in the way they've tried to overcome the coronavirus. So let's just go and see what they are doing. All right. Okay, I'm gonna play this one. So listen. Here's a husband and wife. I felt like joining them. Okay. I don't go the Baru things here, but man, wasn't that interesting? Honestly speaking, that is there's so many of them, but we're just gonna stop here tonight and thank you guys for being with us and being there on our first show after this whole coronavirus thing got on the way. Like I said, we are redesigning our things, we're rebranding and trying out things to make sure that we bring the things that you guys like, and do it like we used to do. Okay, I'll promise that it's gonna get better and we're gonna step back to doing it like you guys know we used to do it. All right, so please, we love you guys like always. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and please, at this period, think about people who you know that they might find it difficult, especially back in Nigeria. I know we say things are tough, and yes, they are really tough. We are not making it up, but for some of us, life is actually better than those of us in Nigeria. So please try to reach out to our folks back in Nigeria and let us try to see how we can be of help to those of them back home who do not have a means of livelihood. Let me just pop over to our chat room and see one or two people that are there. Olayinka Olowo, Mika Chika, Abi Kende, Yemi D, Blessing Esigbone, Cute to Cute Sima, Augustine Efemoni, thank you. And the best, Grace Igwe, Augustine Efemoni again. All of you guys, man. I appreciate you guys just coming to be with us. G Wills, G Wills, G Wills sounds very, 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 very familiar. Chikwem Kenneth, Ndi Ama, Ola Oluwa, Margaret, Salami, Vic, Ado, Uche M, Blessing Esigbone, Cordelia Eze, yes, all of you, Pascal T, Anyaji, everybody, Roslyn, Ogoro, Fixio, the Great. Thank you so much, guys, and till we come your way next time from all of us in the Toronto studios of Worship Media, Dr. Chidi, Dr. Erica, and everyone in our crew. We love you guys. Bye-bye.